In the enigmatic realm of social dynamics, Sigma males often remain a subject of intrigue and fascination for women. These individuals, characterized by their independent and introspective nature, exude an aura that captivates attention in subtle yet profound ways. From my experience, women swiftly discern unique traits in Sigma males that set them apart from the conventional archetypes. It starts with an unmistakable air of self-assurance and a distinct lack of need for validation, which emanates a magnetic allure. Unlike more extroverted types, Sigma males convey a mysterious depth that intrigues women, prompting them to delve deeper into their psyche. Their quiet confidence and ability to navigate social settings with calm reserve leave a lasting impression, reflecting an inner strength that resonates on a deeper level. Women notice how Sigma males prioritize authenticity over conformity, often observing a genuine sincerity in their interactions that defies superficial charm. These subtle yet profound qualities make Sigma males both enigmatic and alluring figures in the eyes of those who seek depth and intrigue in their connections. Number 23. While working the graveyard shift at a convenience store, I encountered a man with a strange, unsettling smile who seemed to watch me with an unnerving intensity. He appeared sporadically, always at odd hours when the store was nearly empty. Surveillance footage showed him entering and leaving without purchasing anything, leaving behind a cryptic note on one occasion. His presence and the cryptic messages left me unsettled, prompting me to alert the authorities, who investigated but found no leads. After that experience, every shift became an exercise in cautious vigilance, fearing his reappearance and the unanswered questions his presence brought. Number 22. Exploring old, abandoned places with friends has always been a thrilling pastime. One summer, we stumbled upon a decrepit mansion deep in the woods, its facade weathered and windows boarded up. Intrigued, we ventured inside, discovering rooms frozen in time with dusty furniture and faded wallpaper. In the attic, we unearthed a collection of journals detailing the life of the mansion's former owner, revealing tales of fortune gained and lost, and hints of a tragic love affair. As we delved deeper, eerie whispers seemed to echo through the halls, and shadows danced in the corners of our torchlight. The experience left us with a mix of excitement and unease, our imaginations fueled by the mysteries of the past that lingered within those forgotten walls. Number 21. One night, while camping with friends, we swapped tales of local legends around the campfire. As dawn approached, we discovered inexplicable hoofprints encircling our campsite, resembling those from the mythical creature in the stories. The prints were fresh, leading us to speculate on their origin and the eerie silence that surrounded our campsite. Despite our unease, we decided to pack up quickly and leave, haunted by the possibility that the legends might not be mere tales after all. Number 20. During a road trip through unfamiliar terrain, I encountered a menacing figure at a deserted rest stop late at night. As I refueled my car, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, their features obscured by the dim light. They approached with an unsettling gait, speaking in a low, deliberate voice that sent shivers down my spine. Instinctively, I hurried back to my car, locking the doors as the figure lingered nearby, watching silently. The encounter left me rattled, questioning the safety of remote stops and the unknown dangers that lurked in the darkness of the night. Number 19. During a road trip, I had a chilling encounter while stopping at a small, isolated hotel for the night. As I settled into my room, I began to hear faint, rhythmic breathing outside my window. Initially dismissing it as my imagination, the sound persisted, growing louder and more distinct. Peering through the curtains, I caught glimpses of movement in the shadows, but no one was visible in the moonlit courtyard below. The sensation of being watched intensified, prompting me to hastily pack my belongings and request a room change. Despite assurances from the hotel staff, the unease stayed with me, casting a shadow over the remainder of my journey. Number 18. While staying at a friend's cabin in the mountains, I experienced an eerie incident late one night. As I lay awake, a series of rapid knocks echoed on the cabin door. Startled, I called out, but there was no response. Peering through the window, I saw only the stillness of the forest and the faint glow of distant stars. The knocks continued intermittently, each time more urgent than the last. Unable to ignore the unsettling feeling, I waited until morning to investigate, finding no footprints or signs of anyone outside. The incident left me shaken, questioning the solitude of the mountain retreat and the mysteries that lay beyond its tranquil facade. Number 17. My experience with an unsettling elevator incident during a late-night work shift left me unnerved. As I entered the empty elevator, it inexplicably stopped between floors, plunging into darkness as the lights flickered ominously. Panic rising, I pressed the emergency button, but there was no response. Moments stretched into eternity before the elevator suddenly resumed its ascent, delivering me to my destination without further incident. Security checks revealed no faults with the elevator system, leaving me to ponder the unexplained interruption and the unsettling feeling that lingered long after the incident. Number 16. Working the night shift at our town's only diner was usually quiet. But one night I noticed a man sitting in a booth, staring at me. His presence was unsettling, his eyes piercing through the dimly lit diner with an intensity that sent shivers down my spine. As the hours passed, he remained seated, never ordering anything, just watching silently. The eerie stillness of the night heightened my unease, prompting me to discreetly call the police. Before they arrived, the man abruptly stood up, his gaze never leaving mine, and walked out without a word. The incident left me with lingering questions and a sense of relief when the diner returned to its usual quietude. Number 15. While driving through a rural area late at night, I noticed a car following me. No matter how many turns I made, it stayed behind me, its headlights piercing the darkness like unwavering eyes. My heart raced as I navigated through deserted roads, desperately trying to shake off my pursuer. In a moment of desperation, I turned into a narrow dirt path, hoping to lose them in the maze of trees and undergrowth. The car followed, its engine growling as it closed the distance. With nowhere else to go, I braced myself, praying for help. Suddenly, headlights from another vehicle appeared, illuminating the dark path and causing the pursuing car to swerve and retreat into the night. Trembling with relief, I realized the danger I had narrowly escaped, haunted by the memory of those relentless headlights in my rearview mirror. Number 14. One evening, while staying at a friend's house in a small, isolated town, I experienced an unsettling encounter. As I settled in for the night, I began to hear whispers, soft, indistinct voices that seemed to call my name from the shadows. Startled, I searched the darkened room but found no source for the mysterious sounds. The whispers persisted, growing clearer and more insistent, echoing through the quiet house with an eerie persistence. Unable to ignore the unsettling sensation, I sought refuge in the comforting glow of my phone, seeking distraction until the whispers eventually faded into silence. The experience left me unsettled, questioning the quiet solitude of the countryside and the unseen presences that lingered in its stillness. Number 13. My fascination with mysterious discoveries and suspenseful atmospheres led me to explore an old, abandoned mansion on the outskirts of town with a group of adventurous friends. The mansion, once grand and imposing, now stood dilapidated and overgrown with ivy, its windows shattered and its halls cloaked in shadows. As we ventured inside, our footsteps echoing in the empty rooms, we stumbled upon a hidden compartment in the library, a collection of weathered journals dating back centuries. Each journal revealed snippets of the mansion's history, tales of family feuds, tragic love affairs, and rumors of hidden treasures. Lost in the intrigue of the past, we felt the weight of history pressing in around us, each discovery unveiling new mysteries and stirring our imaginations. The experience left an indelible mark, igniting our shared passion for exploration and the thrill of uncovering forgotten stories. Number 12. As a writer, I find inspiration in dilapidated structures and mysterious figures, drawn to the haunting beauty of abandoned places and the untold stories they hold. Whether exploring crumbling ruins or forgotten corners of a bustling city, I immerse myself in the atmosphere of decay and solitude, imagining the lives that once inhabited these now silent spaces. Each encounter with a weathered facade or a shadowed alley sparks my curiosity, urging me to delve deeper into the mysteries that lie beneath the surface. Through my writing, I seek to capture the essence of these forgotten places, weaving tales of resilience, loss, and the enduring allure of the unknown. Number 11. My fascination with dilapidated structures and mysterious figures began with a childhood visit to an abandoned carnival on the outskirts of town. Entering through rusted gates, we wandered among faded rides and empty booths swallowed by nature. Amidst the eerie silence, we stumbled upon an old, weather-beaten tent adorned with faded posters promising spectacles long past. Inside, amidst the dust and cobwebs, we discovered a collection of worn journals recounting the carnival's heyday and the tragic fate that befell its performers. The stories of faded glamour and forgotten dreams left an indelible mark, sparking my lifelong intrigue with abandoned places and the untold stories they conceal. Number 10. In the quiet of night, a distant cry for help pierced the air, seemingly from a direction I knew held no trails or campsites. Startled, I grabbed a flashlight and ventured into the darkness, the urgency of the plea guiding my steps. Through dense undergrowth and over fallen logs, I followed the faint echoes, my heart pounding with each step. As I reached a clearing, the cry abruptly ceased, leaving me surrounded by an unsettling silence broken only by the rustle of leaves in the wind. With no sign of anyone in distress, I retraced my path, haunted by the unanswered call and the inexplicable nature of the night's events. Number 9. Working the night shift at our town's only diner was usually quiet, but one night I noticed a man sitting in a booth, staring at me. His presence cast a shadow over the usually welcoming atmosphere, his eyes unnervingly focused as he remained motionless. Curiosity mingled with unease as I continued my duties, stealing glances to find him still there, unmoving and seemingly lost in thought. The hours passed slowly, the diner enveloped in an eerie stillness punctuated only by the occasional clatter of dishes or distant hum of passing cars. When dawn finally broke, the man vanished without a trace, leaving behind an unsettling mystery that lingered long after his departure. Number 8. During a weekend hiking trip with friends, we stumbled upon a weathered map tucked beneath a moss-covered stone at the edge of a forbidden forest. Intrigued by its faded markings and cryptic symbols, we traced its paths through untamed wilderness and forgotten landmarks. Each discovery fueled our curiosity, leading us deeper into the heart of the forest where echoes of the past whispered through the rustling leaves. With each step, we unearthed tales of lost treasure, ancient rituals, and the enigmatic figures who once roamed these now silent woods. The map became our guide through a landscape steeped in mystery, its secrets unraveling with each moment of exploration and each flicker of our torches in the gathering darkness. Number 7. In many conversations, there's often a pervasive discomfort with silence, as if every moment must be filled with chatter to avoid social awkwardness. This behavior stems from a fear of pauses, where people feel compelled to keep talking to maintain the flow. You might observe someone prattling on about trivial topics just to avoid a quiet moment, fearing it reflects poorly on their social skills. Sigma males, however, approach silence differently. They are comfortable with pauses and don't see them as negative. Instead, they view silence as a natural part of communication, often using it strategically. This comfort with silence is immediately noticeable to women. Unlike those who rush to fill every gap with conversation, Sigma males allow these moments to linger, understanding their power to reveal insights about others. By embracing silence, Sigma males turn what some perceive as a social hurdle into an opportunity. They observe how others handle these pauses, gaining deeper insights into their character and thoughts without the need for excessive words. Number 6, have you ever noticed those individuals who seem to hit on every person they meet, regardless of the setting or company? They approach interactions like a numbers game, believing that casting a wide net increases their chances of romantic success. Whether at a party or a casual outing, they're quick with compliments and gestures aimed at grabbing attention. Sigma males diverge sharply from this approach. They don't feel the need to actively pursue every woman in sight. Instead, they exude a quiet confidence that draws others to them naturally. Sigma males understand that genuine connections are built on mutual interest and compatibility, not on flashy displays of flirtation. This approach might seem counterintuitive to some, but for Sigma males it's about quality over quantity. They are selective about where they direct their attention, preferring meaningful interactions over superficial encounters. This attitude of restraint and self-assurance not only sets them apart but also makes their interest all the more intriguing and valuable to those who appreciate authenticity. Number 5, Sigma males are often characterized by an enigmatic presence that sets them apart in social settings. Unlike alpha males who seek the spotlight or beta males who seek validation through agreeableness, Sigma males prefer to remain in the background, observing rather than participating in attention-seeking behaviors. Their demeanor is calm and composed, rarely displaying overt emotions. This stoic nature can be challenging for those accustomed to more expressive personalities, yet it conveys a sense of strength and reliability. Women are drawn to Sigma males because their reserved nature suggests a depth of character and self-control that is inherently attractive. While they may not be the center of attention, Sigma males excel in meaningful conversation. They are attentive listeners, focusing deeply on what others say rather than steering discussions towards themselves. This ability to listen and observe before speaking adds weight to their words, making their contributions to conversations both impactful and memorable. Number 4, consider the typical nice guy who goes out of his way to please others, always smiling, agreeing, and offering assistance even when it's not needed. These individuals believe that constant agreeableness will earn them favor and affection, yet their behavior often comes across as insincere and overly accommodating. Sigma males, on the other hand, approach interactions with authenticity and respect rather than a desire to constantly please. They are genuinely kind and helpful when the situation calls for it, but they won't compromise their beliefs or hide their opinions to curry favor. Their kindness stems from a place of genuine goodwill rather than a need for validation. This authenticity is refreshing to those who encounter it. Sigma males prioritize being true to themselves over conforming to societal expectations of niceness. While they value politeness and consideration, they also maintain a sense of self-respect and integrity that is inherently attractive. Women appreciate their ability to stand firm in their convictions and respect them for it, rather than seeking approval through constant agreeableness. Number 3, when meeting someone new, many people feel compelled to share everything about themselves right away, believing that openness and transparency will foster connection and interest. This eagerness can sometimes backfire, overwhelming the other person with too much information too soon. Sigma males approach introductions differently. They are introspective and observant, preferring to listen and observe before revealing much about themselves. This approach isn't about playing games or being secretive, it's about building trust and connection organically. They understand that relationships take time to develop, and that genuine connections are built on mutual respect and understanding. By taking a more measured approach to sharing personal information, Sigma males demonstrate confidence and self-assurance. They value depth over breadth in their interactions, allowing relationships to unfold naturally rather than rushing to impress. This deliberate pace often intrigues women who appreciate the thoughtful and patient approach Sigma males bring to getting to know someone new. Number 2, for many men, receiving compliments can be a boost to their ego, prompting them to seek more validation and praise. You might notice someone lighting up at a well-placed compliment, eagerly soaking in the admiration and perhaps returning the favor to keep the positive vibes going. Sigma males, however, react differently to compliments. They appreciate kind words but don't let flattery dictate their self-worth. When praised, they accept it graciously without fishing for more, becoming overly enthusiastic. Their response is genuine and understated, reflecting a confidence that isn't reliant on external validation. This self-assuredness is immediately noticeable to women. Sigma males are comfortable with who they are and don't need constant reminders of their worth. They value authenticity over shallow approval, focusing on genuine connections rather than fleeting praise. This mindset sets them apart, making their interactions more meaningful and their presence more compelling to those who appreciate sincerity. Number 1. In social settings, many men go to great lengths to capture women's attention. They may employ cheesy pickup lines, flaunt their achievements, or seek validation through social media posts, believing these tactics will make them more attractive. While these efforts might initially draw interest, they often come across as insincere and needy, failing to establish meaningful connections. Sigma males take a different approach. They don't feel the need to impress or prove themselves through loud or flashy behaviors. Instead, they embody a quiet confidence that stems from knowing their own worth. Sigma males prioritize authenticity and substance over superficial gestures, understanding that true attraction is built on mutual respect and genuine interest. This mindset resonates with women who are tired of superficial interactions. Sigma males value quality over quantity, preferring to let their actions and character speak for themselves. They are comfortable with who they are and exude a non-needy demeanor that is inherently attractive. By prioritizing genuine connections and mutual respect, Sigma males stand out in a sea of those who seek attention through showy antics, earning admiration for their understated yet powerful presence. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the Join button under this video.